Tonight, under the soft glow of moonlight, let's drift away into a story of magic hidden beneath the sea. In a quiet corner of a grand palace library, young Prince Elian discovers a mysterious shell that whispers of ancient ocean secrets. As the world outside fades, let these gentle whispers guide you through enchanted waters, leading you into a realm of serene dreams. Close your eyes, relax, and let the calming whispers of the ocean cradle you into a peaceful night's sleep. Our journey through the mystical depths begins now. Chapter 1. The Prince's Discovery. In the heart of the kingdom of Eldoria, nestled within the Grand Palace, was the Royal Library. This vast repository of knowledge housed ancient tomes, delicate scrolls, and countless relics of bygone eras. Sunlight filtered through stained glass windows, casting a kaleidoscope of colours across the marble floors, and illuminating the dust motes that danced in the air. Here, in this sanctuary of wisdom, Prince Elian often found solace. Elian was a young prince, with a curiosity as vast as the kingdom he was destined to rule. His dark hair fell in waves around his face, and his green eyes sparkled with an insatiable thirst for knowledge. Despite his royal duties, he spent hours in the library, lost in the pages of ancient manuscripts and enchanted tales. One fateful afternoon, while exploring a dusty corner of the library that seemed forgotten by time, Elian stumbled upon an old, ornately carved chest. Its wood was dark with age, and intricate designs of sea creatures and waves adorned its surface. The prince's heart quickened with anticipation as he carefully opened the chest, revealing a treasure trove of artifacts and scrolls. Among the contents, a peculiar shell caught his eye. It was unlike any shell he had ever seen, iridescent and shimmering with an otherworldly glow. Its surface was smooth, and as he picked it up, it felt warm in his hand, as if it were alive. Intrigued, Elian held the shell to his ear, expecting to hear the gentle roar of the ocean. Instead, he was astonished to hear a faint melodic whisper. The voice that emanated from the shell was soft and soothing, like the caress of a summer breeze. It spoke in a language that seemed both familiar and foreign, telling tales of the deep sea, of magical creatures and hidden realms. The shell's whispers painted vivid pictures in Elian's mind, images of underwater cities, majestic sea creatures, and ancient secrets waiting to be uncovered. As Elian listened, the shell's glow intensified, bathing the room in a warm golden light. He felt a strange sensation, as if he were being drawn into the shell itself. The light grew brighter and brighter until it enveloped him completely. When the light finally receded, Elian found himself standing on a sandy shore, with the enchanted shell still in his hand, now glowing brighter than ever. The prince looked around in amazement. He was no longer in the royal library, but at the edge of the ocean, with the waves gently lapping at his feet. The sky above was a deep shade of blue, and the air was filled with the salty scent of the sea. He knew instinctively that this was the beginning of an extraordinary adventure. Guided by the shell's whispers, Elian ventured into the water. As he stepped into the waves, he felt a gentle pull, and before he knew it, he was submerged in the depths of the ocean. To his amazement, he could breathe underwater. Schools of vibrant fish darted around him, and seaweed swayed gracefully in the currents. It was a world unlike any he had ever known, and he was eager to explore its wonders. The shell guided him through the underwater realm, its whispers growing stronger and more insistent. Elian felt a sense of purpose, a calling that he couldn't ignore. He knew that the shell held the key to uncovering the secrets of the sea, and he was determined to follow its guidance no matter where it led. The whispers from the shell guided Elian deeper into the ocean's embrace, pulling him towards the unknown. The shimmering water around him glistened with the light of 1,000 colors, casting an ethereal glow on his path. As he swam, he marveled at the beauty of the underwater world. Schools of fish darted in synchronized dances, while intricate coral formations created vibrant underwater gardens. Elian felt a strange sense of familiarity with the shell, as if it were an old friend leading him on this enchanted journey. The whispers became clearer, forming words and phrases in a melodic, soothing tone. They spoke of an ancient artifact, a source of immense wisdom and power, scattered across the ocean floor. This artifact, the shell revealed, was the key to unlocking the ocean's deepest secrets. Determined to uncover these secrets, Elian pressed on. The shell's glow illuminated his path, guiding him through labyrinthine coral reefs and past towering underwater cliffs. He soon reached a tranquil clearing where the ocean floor was covered with soft sand and dotted with colorful sea anemones. In the center of this clearing stood an ancient, weathered statue of a mermaid, holding a trident aloft. The statue's eyes seemed to follow Elian, and as he approached, the shell's whispers grew louder and more urgent. He held the shell close, and the whispers transformed into a clear voice. "Prince Elian," the voice said, "you have been chosen to undertake a great quest. The artifact of the ocean's wisdom has been shattered and scattered across the sea. Only by reuniting its pieces can you unlock its true power and uncover the secrets of the deep." Elian listened intently, his heart pounding with excitement and anticipation. The voice continued, "Your journey will be fraught with challenges, but fear not, for the shell will guide you. The first piece of the artifact lies within the coral forest, guarded by the creatures of the deep. You must seek out the sea guardians and earn their trust to proceed." With a sense of purpose burning within him, Elian thanked the voice and vowed to complete the quest. As he swam away from the statue, he noticed the shell's glow intensifying once again. The path ahead seemed clearer, and he felt a renewed determination to uncover the artifact's pieces. The coral forest awaited, a sprawling underwater maze teeming with life. Elian swam deeper into the forest, navigating through the dense coral formations with ease. The shell's whispers guided him, helping him avoid potential dangers and steering him towards allies who could assist in his quest. As he ventured further into the coral forest, Elian encountered a variety of sea creatures, each with their own unique stories and wisdom. He met a wise old turtle who shared tales of the ocean's history, a playful dolphin who offered guidance through the maze, and a school of bioluminescent fish that lit his way in the darker depths. Through these encounters, Elian learned to understand and communicate with the sea creatures, gaining their trust and forging valuable alliances. The shell's guidance proved invaluable, as it helped him navigate the complexities of the coral forest and avoid its hidden dangers. With each new ally and piece of knowledge, Elian felt himself growing stronger and more confident. He knew that the challenges ahead would be great, but he was prepared to face them. The enchanted shell, his constant companion, filled him with a sense of hope and determination. As Elian swam through the vibrant underwater world, he couldn't help but marvel at its beauty and wonder. The coral forest was just the beginning of his journey, and he felt a deep connection to the ocean and its secrets. With the shell's whispers guiding him, he was ready to face whatever lay ahead, determined to reunite the artifact's pieces and unlock the ocean's wisdom. Guided by the shell's persistent whispers, Elian swam through the ever-deepening waters of the coral forest. The colours around him grew more intense, with the sunlight filtering through the water in beams of gold and azure. As he swam, he noticed a shimmering light ahead, beckoning him forward. Emerging from the coral forest, Elian found himself in a vast open space, where the water was clear as crystal and teeming with life. Before him stood an underwater palace, a magnificent structure made of pearlescent stone and adorned with intricate carvings of sea creatures and swirling waves. The palace glowed with an ethereal light, casting a serene glow on the surrounding waters. The shell in his hand pulsed with a rhythmic beat, guiding him towards the palace gates. As he approached, the massive gates opened slowly, revealing an array of majestic sea creatures standing guard. These guardians were unlike any he had seen before. Grand seahorses with scales that glistened like precious gems, and sea turtles with shells adorned with ancient runes. The guardians watched him with keen, intelligent eyes, and as Elian drew nearer, they bowed in unison, acknowledging his arrival. One of the guardians, a stately sea turtle with wise, ancient eyes, swam forward to greet him. "Prince Elian," the turtle said in a deep, resonant voice, "we have awaited your arrival. The shell you carry is a symbol of great power and significance. It has chosen you for a purpose, a a quest to reunite the artifact of the ocean's wisdom. Elian bowed respectfully, his heart pounding with a mix of excitement and nervousness. "I am honored to be here," he replied. "The shell has guided me to this place, and I'm eager to begin my quest." The sea turtle nodded solemnly. "Follow us, young prince. The sea guardians will guide you to the heart of the palace, where the elders will reveal the details of your quest." With that, the guardians led Elian through the grand gates and into the palace. The interior was even more breathtaking than the exterior. Grand halls with ceilings adorned with glowing sea anemones, walls lined with delicate coral formations, and floors paved with shimmering shells. As they swam deeper into the palace, Elian couldn't help but marvel at the beauty and tranquility of this underwater realm. They soon arrived at a vast chamber where a circle of elders awaited them. These elders were ancient sea creatures, their wisdom etched into their very beings. At the center of the circle stood an altar, upon which lay a beautifully crafted map, glowing softly with a mystical light. The eldest of the elders, a venerable octopus with eyes as deep as the ocean itself, beckoned Elian forward. "Welcome, Prince Elian," the elder said, his voice carrying the weight of countless years. "You have been chosen by the shell to undertake a quest of great importance. The artifact of the ocean's wisdom has been shattered and scattered across the sea. Only by reuniting its pieces can you unlock its true power and reveal the secrets of the deep." Elian listened intently, his resolve strengthening with each word. "I am ready to begin my quest," he declared. "Tell me what I must do." The elder octopus gestured to the glowing map. "This map will guide you to the locations of the artifact's pieces. Your first destination is the coral forest, where you will find the sea guardians who protect the first piece. Use the shell to communicate with them and earn their trust. Only then will you be able to retrieve the piece." Elian nodded, his determination unwavering. He took the map and thanked the elders for their guidance. As he prepared to leave, the shell in his hand pulsed with a warm, reassuring glow, as if to remind him that he was never truly alone. With the map and the shell as his guides, Elian set off once more, ready to face the challenges ahead. The journey through the underwater realm had just begun, and he felt a deep connection to the ocean and its mysteries. Each step brought him closer to uncovering the wisdom of the sea and fulfilling the destiny that awaited him. With the glowing map in hand and the enchanted shell's whispers guiding him, Elian ventured deeper into the underwater realm. The path before him twisted and turned, taking him through narrow passages adorned with delicate coral formations and vast open spaces teeming with marine life. Each moment was filled with wonder, as if the ocean itself was alive and aware of his presence. The map led him to a secluded part of the ocean, where the water was tinged with a soft golden hue. Ahead, he saw a grand structure made entirely of coral and seashells, intricately woven together to form a majestic palace. This was the home of the sea guardians, the ancient protectors of the ocean's secrets. As Elian approached the palace, he felt a sense of awe and reverence. The entrance was guarded by two enormous sea serpents, their scales glistening like precious gems. They regarded Elian with curious eyes, but made no move to stop him. It seemed the shell he carried was a passport, granting him passage through these sacred waters. Inside the palace, Elian was greeted by a magnificent sight. The grand hall was filled with a soft, radiant light, and the walls were lined with intricate mosaics depicting the history of the sea. At the center of the hall stood a circle of sea guardians, each one a majestic creature of the deep. The leader of the sea guardians, a regal manta ray with wings that shimmered like liquid silver, swam forward to meet him. "Welcome, Prince Elian," the manta ray said in a voice that resonated like the gentle lapping of waves. "We have been expecting you." Elian bowed respectfully. "I am honored to be in your presence," he replied. "The shell has guided me here. I seek the pieces of the ancient artifact to unlock the ocean's wisdom." The manta ray nodded, his eyes filled with ancient wisdom. "The shell has chosen you for a reason," he said. "The artifact you seek was created by the ancient ones to protect and preserve the knowledge of the sea. But over time, it was shattered and scattered, its pieces hidden in the farthest reaches of the ocean. One by one, the other sea guardians stepped forward, each adding their voice to the story. There was a wise old sea turtle, his shell covered in intricate runes, who spoke of the artifact's origins. A graceful jellyfish, her tendrils glowing with an inner light, shared tales of the challenges Elian would face. And a fierce, noble swordfish, his eyes sharp and clear, warned of the dangers that lay ahead. "The first piece of the artifact lies within the coral forest," the manta ray continued. "It is protected by the guardians of the forest, who will test your worthiness. Only by earning their trust and proving your courage can you retrieve it." Elian listened intently, his resolve growing stronger with each word. "I will do whatever it takes to complete this quest," he declared. "The shell's whispers have guided me this far, and I trust that it will continue to lead me." The sea guardians exchanged knowing glances. "Very well," the manta ray said. "We will grant you passage through our realm. But remember, Prince Elian, this quest is not just about gathering the artifact's pieces. It is also a journey of understanding and respect for the ocean and its inhabitants." With their blessings and guidance, Elian set off once more, determined to prove himself to the guardians of the coral forest. The path ahead was uncertain, but he felt a renewed sense of purpose and confidence. The shell's whispers were a constant presence, offering reassurance and direction. As he swam deeper into the coral forest, Elian couldn't help but marvel at the vibrant beauty of the underwater world. The corals formed intricate patterns, creating a labyrinthine maze filled with hidden wonders. Fish of every colour and shape darted around him, their movements like a symphony of life. Elian knew that the challenges ahead would be great, but he was ready to face them. With the shell as his guide and the sea guardian's wisdom in his heart, he felt prepared for whatever lay ahead. The journey to uncover the ocean's secrets had only just begun, and he was eager to see where it would lead. With the blessings of the sea guardians echoing in his mind, Prince Elian ventured deeper into the coral forest. The vibrant underwater maze was a marvel of nature, with corals forming elaborate structures that seemed almost alive. The water was filled with the sounds of the ocean, a symphony of gentle currents, the distant calls of marine creatures, and the soft rustle of seaweed. The enchanted shell's whispers grew more insistent, guiding Elian through the labyrinth. It seemed to pulse with a life of its own, responding to the environment around him. As he navigated through the forest, he began to notice the myriad of sea creatures that called this place home. Schools of fish shimmered like living rainbows, and delicate sea anemones swayed gracefully in the currents. Despite the beauty, the coral forest was not without its dangers. Elian soon encountered narrow passages that twisted unpredictably and hidden crevices that seemed to appear out of nowhere. Yet, with the shell's guidance, he moved confidently, his path illuminated by its soft, reassuring glow. As he ventured further, Elian felt the presence of the guardians of the forest. These ancient protectors watched him from the shadows, their eyes reflecting a mix of curiosity and caution. He knew that earning their trust would be no simple task. The shell's whispers urged him to seek out their leader, the guardian of the coral heart. Elian swam deeper into the heart of the forest, where the corals were denser and the water darker. Here, the light from the shell seemed to blend with the bioluminescent glow of the marine life around him, creating an otherworldly ambience. It was in this mystical place that he encountered the first of the guardians, a stately seahorse with scales that shimmered like polished gold. The seahorse regarded him with wise, ancient eyes. "Prince Elian," she said, her voice a soft melody carried by the water. "You seek the first piece of the artifact. To prove your worth, you must demonstrate your understanding and respect for the ocean and its creatures." Elian nodded, ready to face the challenge. "I am here to learn and to protect. The shell has guided me to this place, and I trust in its wisdom." The seahorse tilted her head, studying him. "Very well. Your first task is to help a creature in need. There is a young dolphin trapped in a fisherman's net not far from here. Free him, and you will have taken the first step in proving your worthiness." Without hesitation, Elian followed the seahorse's directions. The shell's whispers grew more urgent, guiding him through the maze-like forest to a small cove. There he found the dolphin, struggling against the net that bound him. The dolphin's eyes were wide with fear, and he thrashed desperately, trying to free himself. Elian approached slowly, speaking in soothing tones. "Easy now," he said gently. "I'm here to help." He carefully untangled the net, his fingers deft and sure. The dolphin, sensing his intentions, calmed and allowed Elian to work. Finally, with a final tug, Elian freed the dolphin. The young creature swam in joyful circles around him, clicking and squeaking in gratitude. Elian smiled, feeling a sense of accomplishment and connection to the ocean's inhabitants. The seahorse reappeared, a look of approval in her eyes. "You have done well, Prince Elian. Your actions speak of your compassion and respect for the sea. Follow me, and I will take you to the coral heart." Elian followed the seahorse deeper into the forest, his heart filled with determination. They arrived at a magnificent coral formation, glowing with an inner light that pulsed like a heartbeat. In the center lay the first piece of the artifact, a beautifully carved coral fragment, radiating with ancient power. As Elian reached out to take the fragment, the seahorse spoke again. "Remember, young prince, this is only the beginning. Each piece of the artifact holds a lesson. Learn from them, and you will uncover the true wisdom of the ocean." With the first piece of the artifact in hand, Elian felt a surge of energy and understanding. The shell's whispers grew softer, more content. He knew that his quest was far from over, but he had taken the first step. The coral forest had taught him the value of compassion and respect, lessons that would guide him on the path ahead. With the first piece of the artifact securely in hand, Prince Elian continued his journey through the coral forest, the enchanted shell still whispering softly to guide him. The vibrant colors of the corals and the diverse marine life created a mesmerizing tapestry that filled him with wonder and awe. He felt a deepening connection to this underwater world, a bond forged through his growing understanding and respect. As Elian swam deeper into the forest, he encountered a variety of sea creatures, each with their own stories and wisdom to share. An elderly octopus, its tentacles adorned with ancient runes, told tales of the ocean's history, recounting the rise and fall of underwater civilizations. The octopus's stories were filled with lessons of resilience and the importance of harmony with nature. A playful pod of dolphins joined Elian on his journey, their acrobatic displays and cheerful chatter lifting his spirits. They led him to hidden grottos and secret passages, revealing the forest's hidden wonders. In their company, Elian felt a sense of camaraderie and joy, a reminder of the importance of friendship and collaboration. The enchanted shell continued to guide him, its whispers becoming clearer as he navigated the labyrinthine paths. One day, the shell directed him to a serene lagoon where the water was so clear it mirrored the sky above. In the center of the lagoon stood an ancient coral tree, its branches adorned with glowing pearls that emitted a soft, calming light. Elian approached the coral tree with reverence, sensing its significance. As he drew closer, a graceful figure emerged from the shadows. It was a mermaid, her long hair flowing like silk and her eyes shimmering with wisdom. She smiled warmly at Elian, her presence exuding an aura of tranquility. "Welcome, Prince Elian," she said in a melodious voice. "I am Nerida, the guardian of the coral tree. The shell has guided you here for a reason." Elian bowed respectfully. "I seek the pieces of the ancient artifact to unlock the ocean's wisdom. The shell has brought me this far, and I trust in its guidance." Nerida nodded, her gaze thoughtful. "The coral tree holds the second piece of the artifact. But to obtain it, you must demonstrate your understanding of the ocean's balance. Each pearl on this tree represents a harmony that must be maintained. Remove the wrong one, and the balance will be disrupted." Elian studied the tree, feeling the weight of the task before him. He closed his eyes and listened to the shell's whispers, allowing its wisdom to guide him. Slowly, he reached out and gently touched a pearl that glowed with a soft blue light. As his fingers made contact, the pearl pulsed with a warm, welcoming energy. Nerida watched with approval as Elian carefully removed the pearl from the tree. In its place, a second piece of the artifact appeared, glowing with a brilliant light. Elian took the piece, feeling a surge of power and understanding. "You have done well, Prince Elian," Nerida said, her voice filled with pride. "The ocean's balance is delicate, and only those who respect it can truly unlock its wisdom. Continue your journey with this knowledge, and you will find the remaining pieces." Elian thanked Nerida and set off once more, his resolve strengthened by the lessons he had learned. As he ventured deeper into the coral forest, he encountered more sea creatures, each one adding to his growing understanding of the ocean's mysteries. A wise old whale shared tales of the deep currents that shape the seas, while a school of shimmering fish taught him the importance of unity and cooperation. With each encounter, Elian's connection to the ocean grew stronger, and he felt a profound sense of purpose. The enchanted shell's whispers were a constant presence, guiding him on his path and offering reassurance in moments of doubt. As he navigated the coral forest, Elian realized that his quest was about more than just retrieving the artifact's pieces. It was a journey of discovery, a quest to understand the ocean and its inhabitants, and to learn the true meaning of wisdom and harmony. The coral forest had taught him invaluable lessons, and he knew that the challenges ahead would require all the knowledge and strength he had gained. Chapter 2: The Secrets of the Sea. With 2 pieces of the ancient artifact securely in his possession, Prince Elian felt a growing sense of purpose. The shell's whispers guided him toward his next destination, the ruins of an ancient city, lost to the depths of time and memory. The enchanted shell's glow pulsed rhythmically, syncing with the beating of Elian's heart as he swam through the vast azure expanse of the ocean. The journey to the lost city took him through darkened waters where the sunlight barely penetrated. Strange bioluminescent creatures glowed eerily in the depths, their lights forming constellations in the blackness. The air of mystery around this place was palpable, and Elian felt a shiver of excitement and trepidation. Eventually, the shadowy outline of the city began to emerge from the gloom. Ancient structures, covered in centuries of coral and seaweed, loomed before him. Massive stone pillars lay toppled, and intricate carvings adorned the walls of what must have once been a magnificent palace. The place had an air of solemn grandeur, a testament to its former glory. The shell's whispers grew louder and more insistent, urging Elian to explore the heart of the ruins. He swam through the crumbling streets, his eyes wide with wonder at the remnants of the civilization that had once thrived here. Statues of majestic sea creatures, worn by time, stood as silent sentinels, guarding the secrets of the past. As Elian ventured deeper into the city, he came upon a large open plaza, at the center of which stood an enormous, intricately carved obelisk. The obelisk was covered in ancient runes, glowing faintly with a mysterious light. The shell's whispers became a chorus, guiding Elian to the base of the monument. He reached out and touched the cool stone, feeling a surge of energy coursing through him. The runes began to glow brighter, and Elian sensed that the obelisk held crucial information about the artifact and its origins. The shell's whispers guided his hands, and he traced the runes with his fingers, activating a hidden mechanism within the obelisk. With a low rumble, a concealed chamber beneath the plaza began to open, revealing a staircase leading down into the depths. Elian took a deep breath, steeling himself for whatever lay ahead, and descended the steps. The air grew cooler and more still, and the only sound was the faint echo of his movements. At the bottom of the staircase, Elian entered a grand hall, lined with rows of stone tablets and ancient scrolls. The walls were adorned with murals depicting scenes of great battles, mystical rituals, and the creation of the artifact. It was clear that this hall had been a place of great significance, a repository of the knowledge and history of the lost city. Elian approached the largest of the stone tablets, its surface covered in the same glowing runes as the obelisk. As he read the inscriptions, the shell's whispers translated the ancient language for him. He learned that the artifact was created by the city's greatest magicians and scholars to safeguard the ocean's wisdom and protect its secrets from those who would misuse them. The shell guided Elian's attention to a specific mural on the wall, depicting a powerful magician holding the artifact aloft, its pieces scattering into the ocean's depths. The mural showed the locations of the remaining pieces, each guarded by formidable challenges. Elian felt a sense of awe and responsibility, knowing that he was destined to complete this quest and restore the artifact to its full power. With this newfound knowledge, Elian left the hall, ascending back to the plaza. The shell's whispers had quieted to a soft hum, as if satisfied with the discoveries made. He knew his next step was to find the third piece of the artifact, and the clues pointed to a place where a mermaid's song held the key. Elian felt a renewed sense of purpose as he swam away from the lost city, the weight of the ocean's history pressing lightly on his shoulders. His journey was far from over, but he was more determined than ever to see it through. The secrets of the sea were within his grasp, and with each piece of the artifact he uncovered, he moved closer to unlocking the ocean's deepest wisdom. Elian swam away from the lost city, his heart and mind filled with the knowledge and wisdom he had uncovered. The shell's whispers guided him towards his next destination, the place where a mermaid's song would lead him to the next piece of the artifact. The path ahead was illuminated by the soft, pulsing glow of the enchanted shell, a comforting reminder of the guidance it provided. The underwater world transformed as Elian ventured into a region where the water was warmer and the light danced in delicate patterns. Coral structures here were more vibrant, and the marine life seemed to move with an elegant rhythm. It was a place of tranquility and beauty, where the ocean seemed to sing a gentle lullaby. Elian followed the shell's whispers to a secluded lagoon surrounded by towering coral walls. As he approached, he heard a hauntingly beautiful melody drifting through the water. The song was enchanting, its notes weaving a spell that resonated deep within his soul. He felt drawn to the source of the music, a sense of peace and wonder washing over him. In the heart of the lagoon, Elian saw her, a mermaid with long flowing hair the color of moonlight and eyes as deep as the ocean itself. Her tail shimmered with iridescent scales, reflecting the myriad colors of the sea. She sat on a smooth rock, her voice carrying the melody that had captivated him. The mermaid's eyes met his, and she smiled warmly, her song fading into a gentle hum. "Welcome, Prince Elian," she said, in a voice that was both soothing and filled with ancient wisdom. "I am Seraphina. The shell has guided you to me." Elian bowed respectfully, captivated by her presence. "I am honored to meet you, Seraphina. The shell's whispers led me here. I seek the next piece of the artifact to unlock the ocean's wisdom." Seraphina nodded, her expression thoughtful. "The artifact you seek is hidden in a place where the music of the ocean is most pure. To find it, you must first understand the song of the sea. It is a melody that holds the power of creation and harmony, a gift from the ancient ones." Elian listened intently, feeling the weight of her words. "How can I learn this melody?" Seraphina smiled, her eyes twinkling with kindness. "I will teach you. The song is not just heard, but felt. Close your eyes, Elian, and let the music of the ocean flow through you. Elian did as she instructed, closing his eyes and allowing himself to be enveloped by the sounds of the sea. The gentle lapping of waves, the distant calls of marine creatures, the soft rustle of seaweed. All these sounds blended into a harmonious symphony. Seraphina's voice joined the chorus, guiding him through the melody. As he listened, Elian felt a deep connection to the ocean and its rhythms. The song spoke of unity, balance, and the beauty of nature's harmony. It was a melody that transcended time and space, carrying the wisdom of ages past. Elian felt the shell's whispers aligning with the music, guiding him to understand its essence. When he opened his eyes, he saw Seraphina holding a delicate conch shell, its surface etched with intricate patterns. "This conch shell holds the key to the next piece of the artifact," she said. "When you play the melody you have learned, it will reveal the location of the treasure." Elian took the conch shell with gratitude, feeling its power resonate with the enchanted shell he carried. "Thank you, Seraphina. Your guidance means more to me than words can express." Seraphina smiled warmly. "You have a pure heart, Elian. The ocean's wisdom is not just in the artifact, but in the journey and the connections you make. I will join you on your quest, for there is much more to learn and discover." With Seraphina by his side, Elian felt a renewed sense of purpose. Together, they ventured deeper into the ocean, guided by the conch shell's melody. The path ahead was filled with unknown challenges, but with the mermaid's song and the enchanted shell, Elian felt ready to face whatever lay ahead. The secrets of the sea were within reach, and with each step, he moved closer to unlocking the ocean's deepest wisdom. With Seraphina by his side and the conch shell in hand, Prince Elian felt a renewed sense of purpose. The melody he had learned resonated in his heart, guiding him and Seraphina through the vast, mysterious ocean. The conch shell's notes seemed to harmonize with the shell's whispers, creating a symphony that led them to their next destination. They swam through a series of underwater valleys and past towering coral formations, each step of their journey more mesmerizing than the last. The ocean's beauty was a constant source of awe for Elian, but he knew that they were closing in on the hidden treasure. Eventually, the conch shell's melody grew louder and more insistent, guiding them to a secluded, shadowy cave hidden behind a curtain of seaweed. The entrance was almost imperceptible, but the conch shell's song seemed to part the seaweed, revealing the way inside. Elian and Seraphina exchanged a determined glance and swam into the cave. The interior of the cave was dark and mysterious, but as they ventured deeper, the walls began to glow with a soft phosphorescent light. The light revealed intricate carvings depicting scenes of underwater life and ancient rituals. Elian could feel the weight of history in this place, and he knew they were close to the treasure. At the cave's heart, they discovered a vast chamber filled with glittering jewels and ancient relics. The treasure was piled high, a testament to the grandeur of the civilization that had hidden it away. Elian and Seraphina gazed in wonder at the trove, their eyes catching the glint of gold and the sparkle of precious gems. In the center of the chamber lay a chest, intricately carved and adorned with the same runes that had guided Elian thus far. He approached the chest with reverence, feeling the shell's whispers intensify as he drew nearer. With a deep breath, he carefully opened the chest, revealing the third piece of the artifact. The piece was a beautifully crafted golden disc, inscribed with runes that glowed with an inner light. As Elian lifted it from the chest, the disc pulsed with power, and the enchanted shell in his hand glowed almost blindingly bright. He felt a surge of energy and understanding flow through him, the artifact's wisdom becoming part of him. Seraphina watched with a proud smile. "You have found the third piece, Elian. Each piece brings you closer to unlocking the ocean's deepest secrets. But remember, the journey is as important as the destination. The wisdom you gain along the way will guide you in ways you cannot yet imagine." Elian nodded, his heart filled with gratitude. "Thank you, Seraphina. Your guidance has been invaluable. Together, we will continue this quest and uncover the remaining pieces." As they prepared to leave the chamber, a sudden deep rumble echoed through the cave. The ground beneath them shook, and Elian and Seraphina exchanged alarmed glances. The treasure chamber began to collapse, the walls crumbling and the ceiling falling in around them. "Quickly, we must escape," Seraphina urged, grabbing Elian's hand. They swam as fast as they could, racing against the collapsing cave. The conch shell's melody provided a guiding light, showing them the way out. They burst through the curtain of seaweed just as the entrance sealed shut behind them, the cave now a buried relic of the past. Breathing heavily, Elian and Seraphina floated in the open water, relief washing over them. "That was close," Elian said, his heart still pounding. "But we have the third piece. The journey continues." Seraphina nodded, her eyes reflecting the same determination. "Indeed, our next challenge awaits, and it will not be an easy one. The final piece of the artifact is guarded by a fearsome sea dragon. We must be prepared for whatever lies ahead." With the third piece of the artifact in hand, and the knowledge of the final challenge before them, Elian and Seraphina set off once more. The path to the sea dragon's lair would be perilous, but with the shell's whispers and their growing bond, they felt ready to face it together. The secrets of the sea were within their grasp, and the ultimate test of their courage and wisdom awaited. With the third piece of the artifact secured, Elian and Seraphina journeyed toward their final challenge. The conch shell's melody led them through darkening waters, where the light grew dim and the currents more treacherous. As they swam deeper, the shell's whispers became urgent, a reminder of the formidable guardian that awaited them. The sea grew colder, and an eerie silence enveloped them. They arrived at a vast underwater canyon, its walls towering high above, casting long shadows that danced menacingly in the flickering light. The conch shell's song echoed off the canyon walls, guiding them to a massive ancient cave entrance. This was the lair of the sea dragon. Elian's heart pounded in his chest as they approached the cave. The air was thick with anticipation and the weight of the ocean's history. Seraphina squeezed his hand reassuringly, her eyes reflecting the same determination and courage that Elian felt. They entered the cave, swimming through a tunnel lined with jagged rocks and bioluminescent plants. The tunnel opened into a vast cavern, its walls covered in ancient carvings and glowing crystals. In the center of the cavern lay the final piece of the artifact, nestled within a bed of precious gems and treasures. But between them and the artifact stood the sea dragon. The dragon was a magnificent and fearsome creature, its scales shimmering with a dark metallic sheen. Its eyes glowed with an intense otherworldly light, and its massive body coiled protectively around the treasure. As Elian and Seraphina entered the cavern, the dragon's eyes locked onto them, and it let out a low, rumbling growl that echoed through the cave. "Prince Elian! Seraphina!" The dragon's voice boomed, reverberating through the water. "You seek the final piece of the artifact. To claim it, you must prove your worthiness and courage." Elian stepped forward, his heart steady despite the dragon's intimidating presence. "We are here to restore the artifact and unlock the ocean's wisdom. We have come this far guided by the shell and the wisdom of the sea. We are ready to face whatever challenges you set before us." The dragon's eyes narrowed, studying Elian and Seraphina with a piercing gaze. "Very well," it said. "You must pass 2 tests. The first is a test of courage. I will unleash a storm within this cavern. You must stand firm and protect the artifact at all costs." With that, the dragon let out a powerful roar, and the cavern was engulfed in a swirling maelstrom of water and debris. The currents were fierce, threatening to pull them apart and sweep them away. Elian and Seraphina held their ground, using their combined strength and the shell's guidance to withstand the onslaught. They moved as one, protecting the artifact from the storm's fury, their determination unwavering. As the storm subsided, the dragon regarded them with newfound respect. "You have passed the first test. The second is a test of wisdom. You must answer a riddle that has been passed down through the ages. Listen carefully. I am the beginning of the end, and the end of time and space. I am essential to creation and surround every place. What am I?" Elian thought for a moment, the riddle's words echoing in his mind. The answer came to him suddenly, clear and simple. The letter E. he said confidently. It is the beginning of the word end, and it appears in the words time, space, creation, and every place. The dragon's eyes gleamed with approval. You have answered correctly. Your courage and wisdom have proven your worthiness. The final piece of the artifact is yours. With a mighty gesture, the dragon moved aside, revealing the golden disc encrusted with glowing runes. Elian and Seraphina approached the artifact with reverence, feeling its immense power. As Elian took the final piece, the enchanted shell in his hand glowed with a radiant light, and the artifact began to resonate with a harmonious hum. Thank you, noble dragon, Elian said, bowing deeply. We will use the artifact's power wisely to unlock the ocean's secrets and protect its wisdom. The dragon nodded solemnly. Go forth, Prince Elian and Seraphina. The ocean's fate now rests in your hands. With the complete artifact in their possession, Elian and Seraphina left the dragon's lair, the path ahead clear and filled with purpose. They had faced great challenges and emerged stronger, their bond deepened by their shared journey. The final challenge awaited them, and they were ready to unlock the ocean's deepest secrets and fulfill their destiny. With the complete artifact in their possession, Elian and Seraphina swam through the dark waters, guided by the shell's whispers and the artifact's glow. They knew the final challenge awaited them, and the anticipation was almost palpable. The ocean seemed to hold its breath as they approached a sacred underwater sanctuary, a place where the ancient magics of the sea converged. The sanctuary was a vast open space surrounded by towering columns of shimmering coral and bioluminescent plants. At its center stood a grand altar, carved from the purest white stone and adorned with intricate runes that pulsed with a faint, rhythmic light. The air was thick with the scent of salt and ancient power, and the waters around them were still and calm. Elian and Seraphina approached the altar, their hearts beating in unison with the artifact's hum. The shell's whispers grew more insistent, guiding Elian to place the pieces of the artifact upon the altar. As he did, the pieces began to vibrate, aligning themselves with a soft, harmonious melody. Seraphina stepped forward, her voice rising in a song that seemed to come from the depths of her soul. The melody she sang was the same one that had guided them throughout their journey, a song of creation, balance, and the eternal wisdom of the sea. Her voice intertwined with the shell's whispers, creating a powerful resonance that filled the sanctuary. Elian closed his eyes and listened, allowing the music to wash over him. He felt the energy of the artifact merging with his own, the knowledge and power of the ocean flowing through him. Guided by the shell and Seraphina's song, he began to perform the ancient ritual that would activate the artifact's full power. He traced the runes on the altar with his fingers, each touch releasing a surge of magic that illuminated the sanctuary with a brilliant light. The waters around them shimmered with ethereal colors, and the columns of coral seemed to come alive, their forms shifting and pulsing in time with the music. As Elian completed the ritual, the artifact began to glow with an intense, blinding light. The energy it released surged through the sanctuary, creating a vortex of magic that lifted Elian and Seraphina into the air. They hovered above the altar, bathed in the radiant glow of the artifact's power. In that moment, the true nature of the artifact was revealed. It was not just a key to the ocean's deepest secrets, but a living embodiment of the ocean's wisdom and power. The artifact's light expanded, spreading throughout the sanctuary and beyond, touching every corner of the ocean with its transformative energy. Elian felt a profound sense of understanding and connection to the ocean and its inhabitants. The artifact's wisdom filled his mind, revealing the interconnectedness of all life and the delicate balance that sustained the sea. He saw visions of the past, present, and future, each one a testament to the ocean's eternal cycle of creation and renewal. As the light began to fade, Elian and Seraphina were gently lowered back to the altar. The sanctuary was now aglow with a soft, calming light, a reflection of the harmony that had been restored. The artifact lay upon the altar, its pieces fused together into a single magnificent whole. Elian turned to Seraphina, his eyes shining with gratitude and awe. "We did it," he said softly. "The artifact is complete, and its power has been restored. The ocean's wisdom is safe." Seraphina smiled, her eyes filled with pride and joy. "We did it together, Elian. The journey we undertook, the challenges we faced, and the connections we made, they are all part of the ocean's wisdom. You have proven yourself to be a true guardian of the sea." With the artifact in hand, Elian felt a deep sense of fulfillment. The shell's whispers had guided him through every step of his journey, and now its purpose was clear. He had unlocked the ocean's deepest secrets, and the knowledge he had gained would guide him for the rest of his life. As they left the sanctuary, Elian and Seraphina knew that their adventure had come to an end. But their bond and the wisdom they had uncovered would endure. They swam towards the surface, the artifact's glow lighting their way, eager to share their newfound knowledge with the world above. With the artifact complete and its power restored, Prince Elian and Seraphina began their ascent from the depths of the ocean. The journey back to the surface was filled with a sense of triumph and fulfillment, yet also tinged with a bittersweet feeling that their underwater adventure was coming to an end. The conch shell's melody, now a soft and reassuring hum, guided them upward. As they swam, the waters grew warmer and the light brighter. The vibrant colors of the coral reefs and the playful movements of the marine life around them seemed to celebrate their success. Elian's heart swelled with gratitude for the ocean and all its inhabitants. He felt a deep connection to this world, knowing that the wisdom he had gained would forever shape his life. They broke through the surface of the water into the bright daylight. The sun's rays felt warm and welcoming on Elian's face. He took a deep breath of the fresh sea air, feeling the weight of the ocean's depths lift from his shoulders. The enchanted shell in his hand pulsed gently, a final acknowledgement of their journey's end. Seraphina emerged beside him, her eyes sparkling with joy and pride. "You have done well, Elian," she said, her voice filled with warmth. "The ocean's secrets are now safe, and the artifact's power will continue to protect and preserve the wisdom of the sea." Elian smiled, feeling a sense of accomplishment and peace. "Thank you, Seraphina. I couldn't have done it without you. Your guidance and friendship have been invaluable." Seraphina's smile widened. "And yours, Elian. Our journey together has shown me the strength of your heart and the purity of your spirit. The ocean is fortunate to have you as its guardian." As they swam toward the shore, Elian felt a renewed sense of purpose. The knowledge he had gained during his quest would guide him in his duties as prince, helping him to lead with wisdom and compassion. He knew that the ocean's stories and secrets would always be a part of him, shaping his actions and decisions. When they reached the beach, Elian was greeted by the familiar sight of the palace in the distance. The memories of the royal library and the enchanted shell that had started his adventure came flooding back. He knew that his return would mark the beginning of a new chapter, one where he would share the ocean's wisdom with the people of Eldoria. Elian turned to Seraphina, a mixture of gratitude and sadness in his eyes. "Will you stay with me, Seraphina? There is so much more I want to learn from you, and I know the people of Eldoria would benefit from your wisdom." Seraphina shook her head gently. "My place is in the ocean, Elian, but I will always be near. Whenever you need guidance, just listen to the whispers of the sea, and you will find me. Our bond transcends the boundaries of land and sea." Elian nodded, accepting her words. "I will never forget you, Seraphina. Thank you for everything." With a final heartfelt embrace, Seraphina turned and swam back into the ocean, her form gradually disappearing into the shimmering blue. Elian watched her go, feeling a sense of loss, but also a deep appreciation for the journey they had shared. As he walked towards the palace, the artifact held securely in his hands, Elian felt a sense of excitement for the future. He would share the stories of his adventure, the wisdom of the ocean, and the importance of harmony and balance with his people. The enchanted shell's whispers would continue to guide him, a constant reminder of the ocean's enduring presence in his life. Upon reaching the palace, Elian was greeted with awe and curiosity by those who saw him. He made his way to the royal library where his journey had begun and placed the artifact in a place of honor. It would serve as a symbol of the ocean's wisdom and a reminder of the importance of protecting and preserving the natural world. Elian stood before the artifact, his heart filled with gratitude and determination. He knew that his adventure had changed him forever, and that the ocean stories would always be a part of him. As he turned to face his new responsibilities, he felt ready to lead with the wisdom and compassion he had gained. The stories of the sea, the whispers of the enchanted shell, and the bond he had formed with Seraphina would guide him as he navigated the challenges of leadership. Elian's journey had come to an end, but his adventure was far from over. With the ocean's wisdom in his heart, he was prepared to face whatever the future held, knowing that the secrets of the sea would always be a source of strength and inspiration.